Hello and welcome to a frustrating episode of a Weekly Deathmatch. This week's theme is frustration. I've had a frustrating week. No, it's not that bad. So I will get my two frustrations out of the way. The first frustration is that this week's episode of Weekly Deathmatch, you might have remembered me saying last week it might not have been Quake Champions. Well, here we are in Quake Champions. It was going to be in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. But to do that, I bought recently a USB stick so that I can put footage from my PS4 onto a USB stick and then move it from my USB stick to my PC. That USB stick has gone missing, despite the fact that I left it in a precise location, knowing that it's easy to lose USB sticks. It's not in that location. It is nowhere near that location. It is not behind my drawers. It is not behind my desk. It is not inside my drawers. It is not inside the fridge. I've basically turned the house upside down looking for it, but it's just not fucking here. So that's fun. The second frustration, as you will see in this video. Right, so do you remember me saying last week that the annoying thing about Quake Champions is that the settings for 1 week of it being, decent and runnable, is next week's laggy version of the game, basically. Well, last week I just decided to say fuck it and put it on the lowest settings possible, but as you will notice in this video, I still have lag spikes. There is a moment in this video, and I will be sure to point it out in text form, where I have a full 3-second lag spike, and it gets me killed. And there's nothing more I can do bar running the game in 720p, and yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So, and I'm pretty sure that won't fix the problem. I think the problem is that they haven't built this game well. I have a 970. No, I have a 960. I have a 960 and an i5. Should be able to run this fucking game, but apparently not. On the lowest settings, but apparently not. It's a VRAM thing, but come on guys, it's an arena shooter. Anyway, I'm gonna think of something happier to talk about. So I've had a pretty bad week, but it's had its good moments. For instance, there is now a new season in Destiny 2. Everyone knows I like playing Destiny 2. Season of the Drifter has come up, so I'll be playing a lot of Gambit Prime, and I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played too much of it yet, but I'm going to be a collector, I think. If anyone's familiar with Destiny, that is a role you can choose in Gambit Prime. It's fun to play with friends and stuff. Also, I've been getting back into Overwatch because of the Overwatch League. I've been watching that, and I've been trying to figure out how to play Zarya. So this week I published a video. And at the end of it, there's a few clips of me playing as Zarya. That's pretty much, even though I'm level 260 something in Overwatch, that's the first time I've really tried to play as Zarya, and it's a lot of fun. I was just watching Overwatch League. They've got a meta at the minute, which means that it's best to play with 3 tanks and 3 healers, and basically 1 tank is a damage dealer and 1 healer is a damage dealer. And a lot of people's damage dealer tank is Zarya, and so I've been watching a lot of Zarya plays. Zarya? I can't fucking say her name properly. Zarya? Zarya? You know what I mean. The Russian weightlifter lady who can lift that massive heavy fucking gun. Anyway, she's pretty fun. I've noticed that I've been winning more quick play matches while I'm playing her, so I think it's because, when you actually do stuff with her as a tank, you contribute quite a lot to your team, even if they're not, communicating like they would not be doing in quick play. So that's been quite fun. Also this week, I've been making videos pretty much non-stop. There's been a new video on my channel nearly every day this week. Hilariously enough, the only video I haven't really put out is part 2 of me playing Forsaken Remastered. The reason that's so hilarious to me is because I've already rendered that and made the thumbnail for it and everything. Literally all I need to do is press upload and stick the thumbnail on it, write the video metadata, and I'm done. But I've been focusing on different things, so I did a couple of live streams, one in Modern Warfare Remastered and one in Minecraft, because I want to try and focus my attention on building a city in Minecraft. At least 1 stream a week I'm aiming for. We'll see how that turns out. I can't really promise it on a particular day because I'm already doing a few weekly things, but at least 1 a week is what I'm going for, and I had a really fun time streaming that actually. But yeah, I've decided my VODs need their own thumbnails as well. I did try and use, so for my video thumbnails I use a website called canva.com, canva.com, but it's not that great because it doesn't have too many tools. One thing I really want to be able to do is add a contour to my text. I was looking for a way to outline my text, because that's what I would call it, outlining, just so it has like a black rim around the letters, but apparently that's called a contour, and you can't do that in Canva because fuck you. Every guide I look at is just like, oh, all you need to do is copy it, make it one font size larger, and make it black, and then send it back behind the text. But that doesn't create like an outline all the way around a word. It creates like a kind of shadow, and like an angled shadow at that, and it's quite frustrating. So I was looking for alternatives, and a friend sent me a thing called Photopea, which is basically Photoshop but free and in your browser. But I can't find a font I like in it. Like, it doesn't have a Doomu, which is what I use for these thumbnails, and I can't find a font that looks good as thumbnail font. It's all kind of like really boring, sensible fonts. There's no like chunky, fun ones that you'd put on like a YouTube thumbnail or anything like that. So that's a little bit frustrating. But putting these videos together, like the Overwatch shenanigans and the Destiny shenanigans and stuff like that, they're legitimately some of my favourite videos to make. So if you haven't seen them, please go and take a look. I very much enjoy creating them. They're much better than the old DVR solution I had on my archive channel, which of course is still going, but only for like miscellaneous stuff. Not like, I'm always going to try and make a compilation of something if I can nowadays, is the general philosophy I hold for making videos. Like, make a proper video out of it. Game of Thrones Season 7's trailer has released. I'm not going to give any spoilers, don't worry, but I'm rewatching the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. Last year I decided to rewatch the entire series, and basically halfway through Season 1 I realised I was kind of bored, because I've seen Season 1 about 3-4 times now, and there's only so many times you can listen to Robert Baratheon talking about big old tits and arse lid, oh she was fantastic, oh she had great milk duds, or whatever the fuck he says. However, I also think, I don't know if I'm just a sucker for like stories progressing. I just tend to like later seasons, but I feel like the later seasons of Game of Thrones have been super high quality, and so I'm starting from Season 6 and then I'm going to watch Season 7, and I'm 2 episodes into it, and like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's just still so good. I'm going to miss that show when it's over. Just like, I haven't rewatched Season 7 at all. I usually do this thing where I watch the episode live, and then before the next episode airs I go back and watch the previous episode again. But I don't think I did that last year, so a lot of Season 7 is hopefully going to be quite foreign to me. Is that the right word? No, it's not the right word. You know what I mean, like unfamiliar. And, oh good lord, I still have a lot of video to fill off commentary. So I guess I'm just going to launch into it. I'm grumpy. This week, I don't know what's going on inside my head. I'm not having a great time. So I'm sorry if I come across as a little bit shit in this video, but I don't know. Like I was talking earlier about those things that frustrate me. I was having a decent Sunday morning, but when I couldn't find my USB stick, and then when I started like losing stupidly in this match because Quake Champions still can't run decently on my PC at low settings, there's a bit of frustration wobbling for you. Yeah, I feel like I get more ticked off by those things than I should, and there's probably some underlying causes there. I have another platform that I'll reveal at some point where I kind of talk about this stuff more in detail, but I feel like I should bring it up in this episode of a Weekly Deathmatch because it's definitely going to show through, and I'm hoping it goes away because this is not fun. I just want to chill out and have a decent time, but I'm fucking not happy. But it'll pass. Hey, I want to play Devil May Cry 5. That's another thing I can talk about. Let's transition away from that real quick. I saw game footage of Devil May Cry 5, but I have not played any previous Devil May Cries, and I know that if I play the 5th one first, I won't be able to play the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd because of the gameplay. Will feel too archaic. Hey, there's their entire team. I was annoyed by that as well. But I'm currently doing that of Kingdom Hearts, that is, going back and playing through all the old games. I'm still slowly going through Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm enjoying it, but because of my attention span, it's taking me quite a long time. So I'm not going to let myself start the Devil May Cry series until I'm done with Kingdom Hearts. I am I've just done the Pinocchio level in Kingdom Hearts 1, so I think I'm about halfway through the game. I'm not sure, but I need to press through that. And then I think there's a card game I need to play because the story's important in it. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting.